Part 3, we saw that normal development occurs in steps, which follow much the same sequence for every child. When you follow these normal developmental sequences in your teaching, you help your child to build on her existing strengths, step by step, towards goals that are common to all children. Before you can decide what to teach your child, it's essential that you know exactly what she can do right now. Then you will be able to look at each sequence to see what skill comes next. We call this procedure assessment. Assessment is the very first step in setting up a teaching program. Phil is assessing Jennifer. Let's watch them for a while.
Jennifer, watching me, I want you to kiss Dolly. Lovely work. Listen, I want you to jump Dolly. That's right, you can jump Dolly. Well done. We'll put him away.
Here, Phil is seeing whether Jennifer can follow simple directions involving action words.
Bear's in the bath. Listen, I want you to push Bear. That's nice work. You can push Bear. Right, listen. Here's a block. I want you to wash Block. You can wash Block. That's right. Put the water in.
Now Phil goes on to assess Jennifer's skills with a puzzle.
Pig in. That's right, Pig went in. I'm going to make it just a little bit harder this time. I'm going to turn them upside down.
No.
How's horse? Have a look at horse. Horse away. Oh yes, you put the horse in.
Phil has spent some time beforehand planning what she would do in this session. Now she is observing how Jennifer goes about the various activities. That's what assessment is. It is planned observation. When you assess your child, you will plan to observe exactly what your child can do. To help you make accurate and objective observations, Small Steps gives you a checklist of items to assess and a method for assessing each one. It will help you to make sure that the skills you select for teaching will be just what your child needs. Let's look now at how to plan your assessment. You will need the Developmental Skills Inventory. This is the checklist of basic skills in Part 3 of your Small Steps manual. Here, the skills to be assessed are grouped in subject areas: gross motor, fine motor, receptive language, and personal social skills. Communication skills are assessed in a different way, which we will discuss later in this series. The skills in the checklist are listed in the order in which children normally learn them. On the basis of what you know about your child, decide on a likely place to start assessing. Do this for all the subject areas. Now, locate each skill that you plan to assess in the sequences in Part 2 of your Small Steps manual. Here you will find information about how to assess each skill, the materials you will need, the method to follow, and how to score your child's response. Here is a very important principle for using the Developmental Skills Inventory. Keep assessing until you find the point in each sequence where your child begins to have difficulty. This is the information that will help you decide what to teach next.
You hold the paper and cut right across. Oh, beautiful. Again. Great, Miff. Let's put that away. Let's have another one.
Here, Rosemary is assessing Miffy. First she assesses cutting and then colours. Notice how in each sequence Rosemary starts with something that is easy for Miffy and keeps going until she finds the point where problems begin.
Oh, good. Right. This time, Miffy, I want you to cut on the line. Right? Start on the line.
Ready.
Keep going. Thanks, Miffy. Let's try this one. You cut on the line. Last thing, Miffy, I want you to cut out the square. You cut out the square. You finished?
Yes.
Right. Put that one away.
Assessing differs from teaching in that the teacher does not step in to prevent or correct mistakes or to help in any way. She accepts all the child's attempts to complete a task. The purpose here is not to teach, but to find out.
Look, Miffy, I can put yellow with yellow. Right? You put blue with blue. Right? Yellow with yellow. Red with red. Yellow with yellow. Oh. Blue with blue. Red with red. Blue with blue. And yellow with yellow. Good work, Miffy. Let's have another colour. Let's put green in as well. Try it this time. Watch, Miffy. I can put green with green. You put blue with blue. Red with red. Yellow with yellow. Green with green. Yellow with yellow. And red with red. Right. Red, and there's some yellow, and some green, and some blue. Miffy, I want you to sort the bears. You put blue with blue, yellow with yellow, and green with green. All finished?
Yes.
Right. Give me the blue bear. Right, put that one in. Let's swap them round. Miffy, give me the red bear. Miffy, looking, you kiss the blue bear. listen. Miffy, point to the green bear. Oh, kiss for the big one. Right, let's put those away.
Here are the sequences that Rosemary assessed. Miffy scored well on the first 3 steps, but had difficulty cutting out the square. Similarly, with colours, Miffy had success with matching 3 and 4 colours, but could not sort or select colours. This information will tell Rosemary exactly where to start in Miffy's new teaching program.
Oh, beautiful. Good girl. You've cut the square in 2. We do some more? More, right.
One very important principle of assessment is to make it as enjoyable as possible so that your child will show you the best that she can do. While it makes little sense to help her with the tasks you are assessing, you will want to give her every chance to do the best she can without your help. Choose a time when your child is in good health and clear up any worries you have about her eyesight or hearing and so on before you start. Don't expect your child to sit through long assessment sessions. Plan to do a little each day. If your child does not respond to an activity, try it again another time, perhaps making more of a game of it. When a child continues to reject activities, despite encouragement, it can be a sign that some special work on attending and responding skills should be the first priority in the child's teaching program. When you assess, aim to alternate different kinds of activities: listening, fine manipulation, active exercises, and so on. Whenever possible, assess skills in the environment in which they are normally used. Feeding skills, for example, should be assessed at mealtime. Turning pages can be assessed at story time. Young babies should need no special assessment sessions at all because everything you need to assess can be fitted into your usual daily activities. Always try to start and finish a session on a note of success so that your child will feel a sense of achievement and be ready for more. Watch how Phil and Susie are enjoying their assessment session together.
Turn the page. And we found the bears. There they are, the bears. Turn the page. Good work, Susie. You found the pussycats. Hello, puss. Puss, 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 puss. Puss, 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 puss. Yes, pussycat. Susie can put the block on. Lovely work. For me, thank you. You put this one on for me. Put that one on. Oh, nice work. You can put them on.
It is, of course, impossible to have an error-free assessment session. If your child has made no errors at all, then you haven't found the upper limits of what she can do. But failures should be treated lightly, so that the child is not discouraged. Remember that assessment is not a time for teaching, it's a time for finding out. See how Rosemary responds as Luke makes an error in his drawing.
And I've got
V.
V, that's right. Luke, draw V. Hold it down here, that's the balls.
Go.
V. You draw V again.
Rosemary doesn't comment. She gives Luke the chance to try again.
Up.
Nice work.
Let's go back now over some of the guidelines for constructive assessment. Plan to find the point in each sequence where your child first experiences difficulty. Assess in natural settings during normal daily activities whenever possible. Where special assessment sessions are necessary, make them short and varied. Don't dwell on failures, and start and end each session on a note of success. After you have completed your first assessment, you may like to assess again, perhaps a couple of times each year, so that you can see progress and take a fresh look at your child's strengths and needs. The time that you spend planning and carrying out your assessment will be time well spent. It will help you to plan a program for your child that is just right for her, a program which builds on the skills she has now and takes her step by step towards new skills which will make her experience richer. In Part 5, we will talk about how to use your assessment to select the skills your child needs to learn next.